Hi, my virgins. How you guys doing today on Taco Tuesday? Okay, so today is the 11th of February, and I will be doing a reading for the week of, well, your weekly reading would be for the 10th through the 16th. I've already shuffled. Listen, Virgo, I don't know what the hell y'all got going on, okay? I know my Virgo, but I don't know if I'm experiencing any of this. Some of this kind of relates, but I don't know, okay? Ooh, it's a lot going on. Every sign has just had so much going on throughout the weeks. I don't get it. Okay? I really don't. Let's get into it. Let's dive. Let's dive real quickly. Oh, God, Virgo. Okay. So this could be for a Virgo, and I'm going to just do a couple dates too. It could be the 2nd, the 13th, the 7th, and the 8th, and the 5th. It could also be the 6th. It could be the 3rd. It could also be the 4th. And it could also be the 9th of Virgo. So the Virgos for those dates, please pay attention to this. I don't know if the 21st, I think the 21st is Virgo too. So it's kind of like on the cup of Libra. So I don't know if that really oh no. I guess I can add y'all. But anyway, so yeah, so anyways, Virgo. So what I see for you guys is that you are learning the lesson, okay? That's what I will say. I see that there's not any more cycles, so that's a good thing, okay? You're learning to be patient with yourself. You're learning to use your intuition, right? And I feel like you have somebody that's watching over you that is allowing you to show you like, hey, let's show Virgo like, okay, she needs to use her intuition on this situation, or he needs to use his intuition on this. Like, whatever it is, they need to use it, okay? And you're allowing yourself to let go of things and people that no longer serve you and no longer treat you the way that you want to be treated. But I also feel like you're using your intuition. You're allowing things to take its course, and you're allowing yourself to feel. Because I do feel like there was someone that you were dealing with that provided like emotional comfort for you, that satisfied you. Not only that, but you manifested. But I do feel like in the mix of all of that, of course, they were being a little selfish. And not only that, they had a lot of debt. And it caused you, like with the hard work that you had, I feel like they saw how hardworking that you were. And it made them feel like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Shit, Virgo got me. You know, I ain't got to do too much. And you were like, hold up, wait. No, Virgo don't have you. But then in the back of your mind, you're like, well, it's the person I'm dealing with right now. Why not have them, right? But I feel like how it made you feel was you felt in a way like it kind of was like a fear for you, because it's like, oh, if I do this for you, then I feel like you're gonna always feel like I'm going to do this for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna always like, yeah, I can do it like once or twice, but I'm not gonna make sure that you're straight all the time when I see that you're not making sure that I'm straight all the time. You know what I mean? So it started to feel like you started to have like lack of self-trust in yourself. You know, where you were just kind of like in your mind and you weren't trusting your intuition, and really, instead of listening to your heart, you weren't listening to your intuition. You weren't like, there was a disconnect, not only with the person, but it was a disconnect with you. And I feel like it made you feel very confused. You know, for a while, it made you feel like, what the hell am I doing at the end of the day? Like I feel very unfulfilled in this situation. And I don't feel like I'm getting what I'm supposed to get out of it. And I'm not saying that it's all about money or what you did for the person. It's more so that you just felt like you were being used and no one was filling up your cup, you know. And I feel like this is another reading that I had already, that we had this reading before. But I do feel like they were just being selfish in the way that they treated you, you know, Virgo. And not only that, I feel like you know, it just started, you guys just started to like disconnect from each other. Maybe that person wasn't honest, it feels like. And it just was a lot of, it just failed at the end of the day. I feel like there was a separation, and that you just were unfulfilled and you started to become unfulfilled. Again, you disconnected from them. I feel like maybe they had a lot of insecurities, and some of those insecurities rubbed off on you. It could have been that maybe they, you know, didn't make as much money as you perhaps, or maybe they didn't look as good as you did, you know, or they felt like, you know, I'm not able to give Virgo what this person is giving me. And they maybe felt like, okay, well, in the beginning, it probably felt like, you know, it felt, what's that called? It felt like innocent, you know, in the beginning. But now you start to see them and they're starting to take advantage, you know, of all of what you do for them, you know. And it's like, nah, I don't want to deal with this, you know. And once they saw that you were starting to say no, they started to be a little bitter about it, you know. They started to be a little cold-hearted about their situation, you know. And they started to detach from you. But not only that, you know, they like I said, when they started getting comfortable, they started to become more dependent on you, you know. And it was like, no, I don't want you to be dependent on me, because I want you to have your own too, because that's what you had in the beginning. And they were just like, well, listen, like, I'm going through it right now, you know. And this could be somebody that you probably were dealing with for a long time, or maybe somebody that you met, you know. But I feel like it caused friction, you know, and it caused so much friction, even though you guys were working together as a team at first. But it just seemed like, you know, with the Three of Pentacles, it just seemed like it was just a lot of secrets going on. It just seemed like there was a lot of confusion going on. You're just like, but this is my partner. Like, what do I do with this in this situation? Like, how do I, like, I don't feel fulfilled. This person is just, they've shut down completely, and I don't know what to do at this point. And there could have been a lot of deception going on, whether it was some cheating, but I do feel like maybe they were like a street person, perhaps, that maybe they sold drugs, maybe they were, you know, going to court a lot, maybe they're locked up, but if that's not your situation, it could be somebody that is just a cold-hearted person. They became cold-hearted, and I feel like they only became cold-hearted because you stopped giving to them. And maybe they, like I said, they got too comfortable in not having what they had in the beginning. And not only that, but I felt like maybe their drive and their motivation, even though you have hard, they clearly see that you are working hard, and that you're confident, and that you're ambitious, and that you're going in the direction that you plan to go. You're goal oriented, you know, and nothing is going to stop you. And you're just like, you know, they see that, but I feel like they were trying to drag you down to how they feel, you know. And it's like, how can you do that when I'm trying to hold us up, you know? And you were just like, I can't keep doing this. Like, I don't want to keep, I don't know how to, I don't want to do this. So I feel like a change needed to happen, which is why we have the Death card here. And I also have here the Divorce card as well. So it could have been a divorce or an ending of a relationship with someone. It could have been a Scorpio, could be another earth sign like yourself, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. It could definitely be a water sign. What is that? Pisces, Cancer, and Gemini. Yeah. Sorry, I kind of got a little sidetracked, but yes, definitely Pisces, definitely air sign is here too, and Taurus is here as well. Scorpio, Cancer, yeah, you got them all here. Water, earth, air, not really fire, but mostly water, earth, and air. And yeah, so anyways, Virgo, so and they could have gone into, like I said, saying that they don't have a whole lot of money, but they're gambling, you know. And they could have gotten to the point where the reason why they went into debt in the first place is because of the gambling, you know. They didn't know how to control their money. They didn't know how to manage their money properly, is what I meant to say. And again, the Hierophant represents also, it could be marriage as well. So that could be the ending of a divorce or ending of a relationship, the death. Both of these two cards here. However, I just feel like you just feel like it was just failure, and just unfinished. It's not unfinished, but I feel like they feel like it's unfinished business with you. They feel like, you know, yes, I had some debt, you know, and yeah, I was a little selfish, but I'm attached to you and I still care for you and I still love you. But I also feel like you fear, like if you keep, you know, if you stop this, if you stop it, that, and when I say stop this, stop the divorce or get back with them or even give them another chance, it would just be going back in a circle. Like you would just be dealing with the same stuff, because at the end of the day, you kind of saw their hand already, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I feel like you're more disciplined. You're learning the truth of what's going on. You're accepting it, and you're just moving on at the end of the day. You know, it is what it is at this point with you. You're like, listen, I have to remain confident in myself. I gotta know where I'm going, and I won't allow this to be the reflection of me. I know that I'm hardworking, and at the end of the day, I need to be comfortable, and I'm not comfortable right now. You know, and I don't want anybody dependent on me, and I don't want somebody around me that's going to, where I have to fear what's going on in their life because they're keeping secrets from me, you know? Yeah, and you're just accepting it and trying to find peace within the whole situation, because it's just too chaotic, you know? And not only that, they're trying to be, their insecurities of how their life is, you know? And when people don't have money, especially men, they don't have money. And I know there are some women like that too, that are kind of insecure about their situation. They don't know how to ask for things, but when they do ask for things sometimes, because I've dealt with that too, it starts to become a situation where it's like they stop working on themselves and only depend upon you. And that's not cool at all, because at the end of the day, you don't know what this person has over here. You don't know what bills they have going on. They don't know, like, outside of your relationship, even though you guys may have been married, but then you have bills too. And I get that just because you are married, or maybe you're in a serious relationship and you guys are living together, I just feel like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, yeah, that's what it was, but listen, I need you to do this for me. I need you to get your shit together. Okay? You know? They just feel like you feel like they're shady, you know? Not only that you left them hanging with no closure, no nothing. And that could have been a time where you were just like, listen, I can't. Like, maybe they contacted you and you left them on red, and you were just like, I can't entertain no more bullshit. Trying to make peace with the situation. You know what I'm saying? You just used me up, and now I'm just like, you know, I want a divorce. I want this relationship to be over with, you know? And they feel like the reason why is because you're trying to be fake busy, or they're trying to remain fake busy. They're trying to keep themselves busy. They're trying to cope as much as they possibly can with the situation, you know, because they see that you're not entertaining this anymore. You're not giving to it, not one single bit. No more energy for this. You are letting it go, Virgo. And right now, how they're feeling is they're under pressure. They have anxiety. Time is running out. They're trying to figure out how to get this situation, or how to move forward with it, you know. And the legal matters, which is another card for divorce. It could be criminal or anything like that, but it also has divorce. They're trying to figure out a plan, trying to get their stuff together, because they know that they have nowhere else to go, you know. And that's the anxiety. They're trying to figure out what their next bet is, what's the next steps for them. But at the end of the day, that's not your fault. That's not your business. This could be somebody that, you know, has gone to jail a couple times, or, you know, has a rough past. But they wish that, you know, they had done things a little bit different. They wish that they would have had more communication with you, you know, and they're a little ashamed in the situation as well, about, you know, how they treated you and how they acted towards this relationship. And they know they could have done better, but they didn't. You know, they sat on situations, and they not necessarily tried to use you in a sense, because they did use you, but, you know, they could have done more, you know, but they got too comfortable in having someone taking care of them. And that's why they're ashamed. But not only that, Virgo, I don't know. I know that for sure that they are definitely trying to see what's going on with you, checking your social media perhaps. You know, this week they're trying to see if you're talking to somebody else already, you know, and maybe that's why they're like, oh, that's why Virgo doesn't want to deal with me anymore, because they have somebody else. They don't answer my calls. They got me on block. They're not posting on there. They could be trying to, you know, make another page or watch you from other pages to see, you know, what you're posting on your stories, and, you know, to see if you're posting other people or what you got going on, because they see that maybe they're checking from other friends' pages as well, your friends' pages, to see what's going on, but they're not getting anything. They see that you have really shut down and went into full isolation. Yeah, they know that you have a love and hate relationship. They know that and it's hot and cold one minute, you know. 1 minute you guys truly love each other, and the next minute, you know, it's a fucked up situation. You know, it's like you guys are cursing each other out, and shocking news. And honestly, I don't know if this is the shocking news here, where you felt like, you know, maybe they could have went both ways at the end of the day. You know, you question their sexuality and still trying to figure themselves out. Maybe they give you, you know, bisexual tendencies. And that's another reason why you really shut the door on them, you know. And right now, that's probably why they're trying to spy, to see maybe, you know, maybe they're trying to see, you know, are you talking to other people? Are you telling people my business? You know, stuff like that. This is definitely a divine masculine, or maybe I'm discussing this Virgo as a divine masculine, or you could be dealing with a masculine person. But this says closing the cycle, Virgo. They know that you're trying to close the cycle. They know that you are not with the shit, okay? Yes. They know that you're possibly getting readings, or maybe you do readings, Virgo. You know, they also have deep feelings for you. They want you to know that they have deep feelings for you, Virgo. Or that maybe they could be getting a reading about you too, Virgo. Maybe they're into tarot reading, but they know for sure that you're definitely into tarot reading as well. Maybe you could be getting readings on them to see what's going on. Maybe that's the reason why they're getting readings now. Maybe they never believed it, but maybe they did, and now they're like, oh shit, like Virgo is not giving me nothing. I don't know what to do. Like, you know, I don't know what's going on with her. I'm spying on him, you know, and I'm not getting anything. Let me get a reading. That's their last thing. They're trying to figure out, like, how can I get it, you know? But you feel like this is like karmic. You feel like I can't do it no more. It's just too toxic for me, and I don't want no ties to this. I don't want any ties to any of that. Let me get these two cards. Yeah, you feel like they kind of sold you a fairy tale, you know, and that they weren't right. But they know you were a spiritual gift, you know. They know that you're somebody. They know that the universe and God took there in His time with you, okay? They know that you are truly one of a kind, and that they'll never get treated like this ever again. They know that for sure, which is why they're having mental breakdowns, and they're having anxiety and panic attacks and all that other stuff. I would be too, shit, if I did all this fucked up shit. Yeah, backstab. They could have cheated on you. They know they played all these mind games and love bombed you in the beginning, thinking that, you know, it was going to really be something. But, you know, not saying that it wasn't, but I just feel like it could have been something, just because I do feel like it could have been somebody that you were married to. But I do feel like there was a lot of deception, whether, you know, it was about gambling, or maybe they spent a lot of money and were keeping that as a secret. It doesn't always mean that it could have been cheating, but if they did cheat on you, that's even more fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Playing mind games with you, saying that they didn't when they really did and stuff like that. Like, that's not right, especially when you have somebody that's taking care of you and you're going through a financial situation. But the good thing about it is that they know that you got the truth. They know that with you being spiritual, that you've discovered and you're discovering who they truly are at the end of the day, and you're willing to accept that. But they're not happy about it. You know, they're not happy. Yeah, I do feel like you guys were probably married as well. But I do feel like at the end of the day, what you need to do, Virgo, is let go. Okay? Make room for new beginnings, okay? Sometimes we have to let go of the old to get the new. And I feel like Maybe this is someone that you spent a long time with, or maybe, you know, things happened very quickly and you guys got married real fast, or maybe you started a relationship real fast and really didn't get a chance to truly know this person. But I do feel like at the end of the day, you've experienced it and you were able to close this chapter out, and you're trying to close it out as peaceful as you possibly can. You're going through the emotions of it all, and you're allowing yourself to try and heal. But the good thing is that you're trying to find peace about it, right, Virgo? Okay. I'm gonna end this reading for you guys tonight, Virgo. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to leave me a message, definitely comment. If you liked my video again and it resonated with you, and even if it didn't resonate with you, please leave it for somebody else, but definitely give me a thumbs up. I would truly, truly appreciate it. I hope that you guys have a beautiful weekend, and well, the rest of the week as well. But going into the weekend, I hope that you guys have a beautiful what is that, Valentine's Day? And if you don't spend it with someone, I do love you guys. And not only that, but I hope that you love on yourself just a little bit harder, because I know that you guys are probably going through a situation. But hopefully, if you don't spend it by yourself, hopefully you're around people that do love you, Virgo. Okay? Have a good evening. Bye.